Imagine smashing follower records, bathing in a tsunami of subs, and signing sponsorships so fat your accountant needs a forklift, then bolting upright at 7 a.m. asking, "Wait, why am I still tap dancing for the internet?" Turns out plenty of streamers experience this existential spaghetti spill right as the confetti's still falling. The fame high morphs into an emotional hangover faster than you can say, "Chat, can we get some PogChamp?" Suddenly, every click feels like you're speedrunning your own sanity on nightmare difficulty. Welcome to the paradox of peak streaming, where the scoreboard hits 999,999 and your brain flashes, "Insert coin to continue living." The performance marathon that never resets. Streaming isn't just broadcasting content, it's performing constantly. Unlike a sitcom actor with seasons and script breaks, streamers face daily or hourly rounds of judgment. They're always on, playing games, chatting, cooking, even showering, while millions or ghosts of millions watch. One long-haul IRL streamer, Emily, broadcasted 24/7 for over 3 years, building a 300,000 follower audience. And yet by May 2025, she was burned out, socially isolated, and earning half what she once did. She described the treadmill of always being on, never boring, never off. "I dreads waking up and clocking into the reality show that is my life." For the rest, don't even get us started on gaming streamers juggling 6 to 12-hour streams every day with 0 breaks. The physical toll, sleep deprivation, eye strain, aching wrists, is Shakespearean in its tragedy. Parasocial chaos, when viewers think they own you. Streaming breeds parasocial relationships, one-way bonds where fans feel like they know you, but you don't know them. That's great for engagement. For the streamer, not so much. Those fans often expect face-to-face intimacy, constant attention, spoilers on your life. They tweet at you, stalk you, demand constant availability. And yet, they're strangers. One former streamer put it bluntly, after 4 years, the one-way friendship got too annoying. Constant demands, cyberstalking, hate-watching. The boundaries were gone. On the flip side, ignoring these parasocial expectations can trigger harassment. Reddit posters piss and moan when their favorite gets sick, takes a day off, or God forbid, has a life. Streamers walk a tightrope. Please the crowd or risk screaming into an empty chat. Burnout and mental health, a real crisis. Survey says, mental health is royally tanked by this grind. Streamers, big or small, face anxiety, depression, burnout, even suicidal ideation. Take Goals, a Brazilian superstar. Once depressed and broke, he attempted suicide in 2017, but rebuilding through streaming, he still faced intense pressure balancing finances, fame, and emotional well-being. Pokimane, one of Twitch's biggest, has openly said that she got so sad for herself at 19 to 22 and only recently took time off to rediscover equilibrium. Ninja, after historic success, left Twitch for Mixer in 2019, admitting that the Twitch grind made him lose himself. And then there's the whistleblower guardian of the web, The Guardian, stating burnout, stress, and imposter syndrome push streamers out, even when things seem perfect. The contract trap, peak success, then a cage. Some streamers hit the jackpot. Lucrative multi-platform deals, exclusivity contracts, co-branded content. Sounds dreamy, right? Not always. Pokimane has lamented that streaming quotas enforce quantity over quality, making her feel shackled by contracts that don't pay what they used to. Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo walked off Twitch in protest at what they said were diminishing exclusivity deals. Ninja decamped in 2019 for Mixer, then returned to Twitch via a non-exclusive deal in 2020, and then in 2022 announced a break. Just need a break. I don't know when I'll be back. The pattern? Contracts feel like career milestones, until they feel like invisible chains. Algorithm roulette. Views today, ghost town tomorrow. Streaming platforms are basically digital casinos, and the algorithm is the slot machine. 1 minute you're hitting jackpots, the next you're broke and wondering where your viewers went. Twitch and YouTube are infamous for pulling algorithmic rug pulls that make Houdini look like an amateur. Take Emily for example. She watched her subscriber count nosedive from 22,000 to 6,000 practically overnight, All because the algorithm decided she wasn't spicy enough that week. Thanks for nothing, wizard overlords. YouTube creators suffer a similar fate, riding high on views one month and scraping pennies the next, all while producing more content than ever. As one F-Stopper's article put it, the job is becoming more work and less profit, a sentiment echoed by every bleary-eyed creator on their fifth coffee of the day. The worst part? You never know what triggered the dip. Was it the thumbnail, the title, the way you blinked too sarcastically? It's algorithm roulette. Baby, spin the wheel and pray to Susan. No safety net, lack of stability and benefits. Unlike 9-to-5 jobs with paid leave, health insurance, pension, or even sick days, it's all on streamers. Pregnant streamers share horror stories. Take time off, lose subs, and income dries up. Rejoin late? Viewers moved on faster than you can say stream schedule. Sarah, a pregnant streamer in South England, couldn't take a day without fearing she'd lose her audience. She eventually accepted a slower pace, but saw her viewer numbers sink anyway. Real-life polls: family, parenthood, selfhood. Your audience might cheer you on for a 12-hour subathon, but they're not the ones waiting at home with a slice of birthday cake or a newborn that just learned to say dada. Streamers, no matter how invincible they look on screen, are still humans juggling real-life milestones, family, love, identity, that don't fit neatly into a stream schedule. Emily, once a 24/7 streaming powerhouse, admitted to sacrificing precious time with loved ones just to keep the digital train rolling. Pokimane opened up about spending her formative years molding herself to please fans instead of discovering who she truly was. Ludwig, a Twitch juggernaut, jumped ship to YouTube, not just for a paycheck, but for the chance to actually breathe, like normal people do. And he's not alone. Dr. Ulpo, Co-Rage, and many others have hit pause on fame in favor of reconnecting with life offline. Because eventually, even the most epic stream can't compete with the pull of a quiet dinner, a real hug, or the peace of just existing without a webcam light blinking at you. When the applause fades, what matters most isn't the next big raid, it's who's still there when the stream ends. Toxicity, harassment, swatting, the dark side. Behind the flashy overlays and donation alerts, the streaming world can get downright sinister, like call the cops sinister. Streamers aren't just battling lag spikes, they're fending off doxing threats, hate raids, and the terrifying reality of being swatted live on air. Ice Poseidon, the king of chaos himself, got swatted mid-airplane, which is just about the worst time to find out your audience includes someone who thinks terrorism is funny. After his Twitch ban in 2017, he spiraled into darker waters, dabbling in crypto scams and leaning hard into his toxic persona. Proof that fame doesn't protect you from becoming your own cautionary tale. Even Tyler One, known for his rage-fueled League of Legends streams, had to seriously clean up his act to stay on the platform and avoid further bans. But cleaning up your act doesn't wipe away the mental stress that years of harassment, constant judgment, and platform policing can bring. When your job includes the very real threat of armed police showing up at your house because a viewer got bored, it's less live stream and more live landmine. For many, the emotional toll of this toxic circus becomes too high to justify staying in the ring. The myth of love of gaming versus reality of business grind. What starts as a passion project, just a gamer sharing laughs and clutch plays, quickly morphs into a full-blown business hustle complete with spreadsheets, stress, and the soul-sucking glow of analytics dashboards. Reddit threads are littered with cautionary tales from small streamers who beg newcomers, don't make this your job. Once the joy of gaming turns into a grind for clicks, contracts, and consistency, the magic disappears faster than your Wi-Fi during a ranked match. Suddenly, you're not playing to relax. You're performing to survive, juggling taxes, sponsors, and the pressure to stay relevant. What used to be a hobby becomes a hamster wheel with no off-ramp, where love of the game is the first casualty. If this peek behind the streaming curtain made you laugh, cry, or clutch your headset tighter, smash that like button. Subscribe for more spicy deep dives before the algorithm turns us into digital dust and you miss the sequel. Ring the bell, summon your raid squad, and keep your sanity intact.